Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a blazer, and this blazer pattern was made on this channel. So if you want to see how I made the pattern, please do check in my channel, you will see it. So if you want to join this tutorial, please get ready because we are about to start. What we need for this tutorial is you need to get your interfacing, your measuring tape, your scissors, both the paper scissors and the scissors for the material, okay? And now I want to show you some things here before I start. I have already cut out the pattern and I already pasted them on the material. Then what we need to know here is, because this jacket is going to be made without sleeves, you have to make a finishing extra finishing material here, which is for the fold. So on the armhole, you measure 4 centimeters from the normal line, and to inside we measure 4 centimeters like so. From here you measure for 4 centimeters. Then you add extra 1 centimeter for sewing, and also extra 1 centimeter inside, which I did here. So here now I have 6 centimeters. So you trace it out before you cut out the front panel as well. So this is the front panel. Why I said you have to trace it before you cut the front panel is because of here. This jacket, I'm going to make it with a France seam here. So you make sure you trace it out before you cut out this side of the front panel, like I did here, because if you cut it out before tracing it, you will not have the normal size. So here also you clean, you cut here. Here there is a fold here. You cut it, then you paste it. I use sellotape to paste it here. Okay. So, and you add extra 1 centimeter for all, but the seam you need to add 3 centimeters here for the seam. Then the last one is this one for the front fold. Here the front fold, you trace it out as well, because this is the front fold. Here you have to measure also 4 centimeters, like from the normal line. You measure, this is the normal line, this is my sewing centimeter here, which is 1 centimeter all. So you measure 4 centimeters or 5 centimeters, it depends on how wide you want it to be. So you measure it and you cut it out. Also the back, you do the same on the back neck. Like here, this is the back neck. This one is for the back. You can see. This is for the back. Okay. So I traced it out as well. From here, you measure the same 4 centimeters or 5 centimeters. You measure and you make sure that the shoulders are the same like the front. Okay. You measure from the normal line. You measure it and you cut it out. Then I pasted it. And also the back panel, you have to paste it on the folded part of the material, because there is no seam on the back panel. So now I will go and cut it out. I will come back and show you how you do the connection of this jacket. I have cut out the panels, okay? This is the back panel here. I also put on the darts, I use thread to show a sign where the dart is. This is how I love to do my work. So you just cut them out so that you can be able to bring the pattern out of the material. So here on the seam, if you're adding on the back seam or all the seam, if you're adding lining, you have to put an interfacing also on the seam. But here I will already make a notch. Okay. Then on the back neck here, you make a notch also to show the middle of the back. Then this is for the armhole. You can as well put an interfacing here, but for me I'm not using an interfacing for this. Then this one is the front fold and the neck fold. I also put interfacing. This is the front fold. I also put interfacing on the two. Okay, then this is for the front side. If you're using a pocket, you also use thread here to show a sign, or you just put a notch here to show where your pocket is going to be. Put a notch also here. So then the last one is the notch. This is the back, for the back panel. So this is how we're going to connect them. So now I have pinned the darts. This is the back panel darts. I have pinned the darts. You can see, because when you put this thread, it's very easy for you to know where it is. I have pinned the darts. So this is the front panel. I have already joined this. You can see the thread, you can see here. This is where you put the pocket. I have already joined this. So now I will show you how to connect the second front panel. This is the one part of it, is the second part. So you make sure you put them on this point here. Put them together. You pin. Put them together, you pin. Then you search for the notch for the pocket. This is the pocket notch here. You make sure you connect them together. Okay? Then here you connect the next is the same. You connect it the same together. I love to work with pins because it makes it easier, and also it helps you to get the normal sewing places. And I forgot to tell you, I cut this stuff, I cut the material with more extra centimeters. You know, not only the centimeters I added on the pattern, but I cut with extra 1 centimeter. So you connect them like this. You make sure you connect them very well. And also, if you're working with a material that has stripes, you know African prints, you have to be very careful. You know, when it has stripes, you'll be able to know how to pin them or how to sew them. So you connect them this way. Then we will go to the machine to sew this together. So the next thing is this one, the folds, the front, the neck fold. I have already connected them together. But for the neck fold, you have to be very careful. When you're joining them together, make sure you use your panel, your pattern, you know. So here, I will open this. You make sure you use your pattern so that you will know where is the for the left hand side and where the one that is for the right hand side. So like now, this is how it is. Okay, this is, you make sure, or you can also try it on the front panel. Like now, you have seen this is the same as this. So you make sure you try to find out how they are. This is for the back panel. So sorry, this is the other part of it. Like here, you check. You try to see how it looks. Okay, now you can see the feet. So you know that this is for this part. So you now bring them together. You bring the back panel, the neck of the back panel. Then these two are the shoulders. This is the neck. Okay? Then you join them this way. This is the front neck. So you make sure they are aligned together. You join them this way. You have to be very careful with this so that you don't sew and you lose it and you do it again and again. So you connect them this way. You make sure the interfacing, they are facing up. They have the same, they face the same position. Like this. Then we will join this on the machine. Now, I noticed there was a mistake in the connection before. You know, this is the front fold and the neck fold. So the mistake I made was I fixed them wrongly. See, before you do this, make sure you use your pattern. You see this bigger part, this is the front, and this side that is curved here is the back. You can see this is the back neck. So when you're connecting them, you connect this front to this back. You connect the front to the back, like so. That's the way you can get it correctly. Make sure the front and the back neck line is connected together. And you pin them, okay? Just see how it looks. Like this. Then the next one is the armhole fold. You know, on your pattern, make sure you indicate the pattern that is for the back and the one for the front. Here is my back armhole. This is my front armhole. Okay? So, what you will do, you place them like this. This, you make sure you indicate the middle as well. This is the middle back. This is the middle back. So normally I do put an arrow sign on my pattern so that I will be able to know how to place them on this material. So what you do now is you connect them this way. You pick one from the front panel. You pick the second one from the back panel. You join them together. Okay? I am joining the front folds first. The front folds for the folds for the front and the back. You make sure you back stitch. You sew just along the interfacing. The second one. The next is how sew the darts. For the darts, you make sure you start from the point where you put the white thread. Just make sure you start from that point. Okay? Connecting the shoulders right now. Make sure you sew on the normal centimeters you cut out, okay? Always back stitch to secure your stitches. Next, I'm going to sew the sides. Yes, I have finished stitching the front panels together to the back panels. Okay, so this is how it looks. I also added a pocket, kind of is a force pocket. It's not really a real pocket, but is a force pocket. I also added the armhole fold. You can see this is the armhole fold here. It's very neat. So this is the front side. This is the front side. I have done the one side of it. Then I will show you how to do the second side. This one I also connected it. You only connect the front panel to the shoulders. From the shoulders here, you connect it. Okay, from the neckline here to the shoulders. Then you connect here, the sides, you know. So I will show you how to connect the front folds. Now, what you do is you come to the middle of the back. This is the middle of the back here. You take the middle of the back of your fold, which you made a notch here. You join it. You join them together. Make sure you place them on the same position. You join them together. Okay? You join the shoulders together. And after stitching, you try to strike the joints open. Make sure the stitch lines are placed together. Okay? Also on the armhole curve, you make sure you place your joints together where you join them. So you just connect them like this. Make sure the connection is good. Then you take it round. Take it round from here to down. You do the same on the other side. It's very, very easy to do if you understand the steps. Yeah, you just take it round, then you stitch the centimeters you cut out. You stitch it just from here. You go down, just go, continue. Okay, till you finish stitching round. Then after that, the next one is the armhole curve or armhole fold. This armhole fold, I told you before, make sure you know where the shoulders is. For me, this is the shoulders. So you take it to the, you turn to the armhole like this. Then you take, here is the back. Okay? You take here. You place the good sides together. You open, make sure you strike it open. You iron it very open so that it will be very easy for you to connect it. Then you open it. You search for the joints. Connect them together. You connect the shoulders together. Then you connect them round and you stitch it round. But I later added here frizzolina in the front part of my armhole fold. I added a frizzolina here, you know, to make it more fitted. You know, it helps to make it stand very well. So I added only in the front side. You can also add both on the front side and on the back side. It depends on what you like. But the best is to add to all the sides if you want. But for me, I just want it this way. Okay? Then you make sure you pin them round. So I have fixed the buttonholes. As you can see, I made the button holes here. So the next one, I'll fix the buttons. I will show you also. The next one, I want to show you how to fold the seam. Here I have folded this part of the seam. So I will show you how to fold the seam. Here you hold this, the fold, okay? You turn it facing the good sides facing each other, okay? Then when you turn it this way, you measure 3 centimeters. You measure 3 centimeters. You can put your pin or you use your chalk to show the sign of 3 centimeters. Then you sew it till here. You can see. Or if you have your frizzolina, your interfacing, you sew along this interfacing. You just sew along the interfacing. After stitching there, the next thing you do is to cut this out. Then you turn it over. Okay? You give it a good press. You use your pressing iron. You give it a good press, you know, to make it very flat. Then after that, you can fold here. You fold here. Okay? You make sure you fix it very neat. You can fix it inside. You fix it very neat. You can do the finishing with needle and thread with your hands. You can also sew it on the machine. So it depends on how you choose to do it. Okay? So I will come back and show you the finished work. Another thing is on the shoulders and under the armpit here, you make sure as you finish adding your armhole fold, you make sure you hold them together, iron it very well, hold them together, and you connect this place, connect them together, okay, just to keep it secured. Connect them. You do the same. Connect them. Make sure you don't sew to the front. You only sew on the seam here. Okay? You just connect them. You make it loose, not too tight. Okay? Then after this side, you also do the same under the armpit. You do the same. Connect your needle here. You secure it. You take small from here. Okay? Just to secure the fold, okay? So that when you want to put it on, it won't be flipping up. Make sure you do it very well. You can do it about 7 times or 8 times. It depends on how you want it. Then, okay? Now we have come to the final looks of the blazer. This is the final looks of this blazer. I have fixed the buttons. I have also done the finishing on the seam. Okay, it looks beautiful. You can do this with hands. You can do it also with your needle and thread, like I said before. And also, if you want to add sleeves on this blazer, I have a pattern I made on my channel about how to draft a pattern for blazer sleeves, so you can check that out. It will be very helpful to you. And if you are just coming in and if you love this tutorial, please do thumb up to share. Please please do subscribe to this channel, please. It's just to assist me, to support me on this channel. Don't just watch and go away. Please subscribe, I beg you. Thank you very much for watching. I will love to see you in my next video. Bye.